Hi, my name is Nikki and this is pingureads. I wanted to start off and do the booktube newbie tag. I really like the tag. I feel like it's a staple on booktube. It's been around for so long. Plus it's like I find new people to subscribe to through the booktube newbie tag. It's a fun thing. I find you can look up the booktube newbie tag and find like new and diverse like booktubers to watch. Yeah, there's 11 questions on the tag. I think there were originally less, but then people have been adding questions to it. So there's 11 questions I'll be answering. So let's just get started. The first question is, why did I start this channel? That's like a two-part question really, because part of it is obviously I'm obsessed with books. I love reading so much. I always have. It's not even a new thing for me, but talking to my friends about like books and stuff, yes, I do know people in real life who are like as into books as I am, but there is a different thing. For me, reading is very much a consuming hobby, I guess, if that makes sense. It's a hobby based on like consumption of content, of reading, and of purchasing of books. And turning that kind of hobby into a creative hobby where I can talk to people, I can learn how to edit videos, I can, work on graphic design, all these other things that I enjoy doing as well. So part of it was I wanted to develop a creative outlet for myself that was sustainable and that I knew that I'd actually enjoy doing in the long term. The other part of it is that I really just wanted something to do with my time, I started this channel and it's still the uni holidays for me. Because of the degree that I do, I don't actually have final exams. I have to submit papers. And so that happens earlier than the exam period in the semester, which means that I have close to 4 months of summer holidays, which is a lot of time to just have. And if it becomes something for me where I can earn supplemental income, that's great as well. I'm not going to lie to you and say the income part of it is not a factor, because it definitely is. It's also just fun and I want community and yeah. Question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? Now, booktube is very oversaturated. I will say that, number 1. So anything that I am able to bring, any fun and unique parts about me, are definitely already found on booktube. I am a queer woman of color reviewer, so there's that. I'm a politics student, so I have that knowledge base, that insight. I like to think I'm pretty funny, but I know that I'm nervous on camera, so maybe that hasn't come through yet. I have opinions, and my opinions are going to be known, and I'm gonna tell you my opinions, and whether you like them or not, they're gonna be out there, Maybe that's what it is. Well, the fun and unique thing I bring to booktube is my opinion. Question number 3 is, what am I most excited about for the new channel? Honestly, building a community. I think it sounds really fun and really cool to be able to have all these people that come together because of you, and around shared interests, and yeah, I don't know. There's something about it that really speaks to me, the idea of that kind of a community. Number 4 is, why do I love reading? And it's funny, I don't think I could tell you why. I just always have. It's just been this isn't a new thing for me. Reading is always been a part of my life. It's escapism, it's immersing myself in stories I love, it is a good use of my time, it doesn't feel mindless, and more recently as well, it's led me to meeting new people who I'm really glad to have met. Question number 5 is, what book or series got me into reading? There are many answers here. I could say the Rainbow Magic Fairies, those books. I could say the Enchanted Wood series by Enid Blyton. The Magic Faraway Tree and Moonface and all that stuff. Question number 6 is, what questions I would ask my favorite booktubers. If I could pose like the same question to all of them, it would just be like super logistical question. I'm just curious about it. But like, how do people plan content? Like filming, and like how early do they film, and do they have a specific day in the week that they film? Do they batch film? How do they work around like life and stuff for reading blogs and things? I don't know. It's that kind of stuff I would ask. But if I could ask like specific people specific questions, I don't know. I think it would just be, do you want to be friends? Like, let's be friends. Do you want to be friends? Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Honestly, it'll be time management and sticking with, like, starting a thing and sticking with it is a big thing for me. The other thing will be like working around my like mental health in order to like be consistent. But yeah, it'll be time management, it'll be consistency. The other thing that like, you know, it's a bit presumptive, but it is like a concern for me specifically, will be like having people's eyes on me. I'm not like a big fan of social media in general, which is like, you might go like, oh, why did you start a booktube channel? You know, I understand that there's a duality to it. Like, I'm not on TikTok, I'm not on Twitter, I don't plan on getting on TikTok or Twitter, but I think just like having the scrutiny of that many people on me, which is, you know, I have 11 subscribers, it's very presumptive of me, but like that is also a concern with how I would like be able to deal with that. But it's not something to think about for a while, so I'm gonna leave it. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? Like, for sure, I was reading when I was 5, like, religiously. When I was 5, when I was in 1st grade, I was reading the Rainbow Magic Fairy series, but even before that, when I was, like, a little kid, and every week, my mum would take me to swimming lessons, and then after swimming, we'd go get food, and then we'd go to the library and borrow like 20 books, and then I'd devour them all. You know what I mean? Like, this is like me from age 4, 5. Basically, as soon as I could read, I was reading. Question number 9 is, where do you read? Almost all of the ebooks I read, I am reading like sideways in my bed, just like right before I go to sleep. Audiobooks, I do a lot of, audiobooks are just anywhere, like in my car, in the shops, like doing grocery shopping and stuff. I don't really take books places. I feel weird about taking even when I take my e-reader places, I just like I don't take it out and read because I just feel weird about it. So mostly in my house, mostly in my bedroom. I'm also like scared that if I read on public transport that like I'll miss my stop because I'll be too immersed, which is like used to happen when I was younger. When I was like in like high school, in primary school, I would like be reading on my phone or be reading like a physical book on the bus or the train, and then I would just like, I would look up and I'd be like in the complete wrong place. So I don't do that anymore because I still have this like latent fear about it, but yeah, mostly at home. Question number 10 is, what kind of books do I like reading? So I love romance books, I love fantasy books. I am weird in that I want my fantasy to be fantasy and I want my romance to be romance, and I'm not a huge fan of fantasy romance. So there's that. I've gotten into poetry recently, I'm really enjoying that. Non-fiction essay collections, I like them. I haven't read a lot of them, but I do like them. A lot of thrillers and horror books interest me, but I don't pick a lot of them up. I think I've read like 2 thrillers in my life. So, question number 11 is, what does my book collection look like? And right now, it's like that, because this is what happens when you film content. I just have ended up shoving books back on my shelves. But I have this one shelf. The bottom shelf, it's just these top 4 shelves. Look like I have that much books, but I kind of do. Shelf I've stacked to the top for some reason, and then all of those books should be down there, but of course, you know, books up there. That's like my TBR, my wrap-up books, and my library books all live up there. Because I don't have So keep them like that. They have to be fixed, but this is just the last couple of days they look like this. If you guys are interested, let me know and I'll film a video of me reorganizing them, because I reorganize them pretty frequently. I have less than 100 books, so actually fixing them is like not that hard. So yeah, that's the booktube newbie tag. And yeah, if you are new here and you aren't subscribed, I will say please do so. I'm putting out content regularly and I would really appreciate it. And if you like my personality and you think I'm cool, yeah, click the subscribe button, you know, like this video. It actually helps. And if you really, really love me and if you adore me already, then, I don't know, tell everybody you know about me. Meet you. Bye.